3, 2, 1.
Here we go! Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the HerdU podcast. I'm Tessa.
I'm Adam.
And this is a special episode because it's birthday podcast. Woo, woo, woo. That's crazy. So my birthday is actually today, which has been amazing. I just love birthdays so very much.
Yeah.
I love them.
It's a good time to celebrate.
And then your birthday is tomorrow.
Yes.
And when this airs, I don't know, but they're next to each other. So do you have any big plans?
No, I don't have plans, but I'm sure my fan band does.
I bet you're fixing to find out.
We'll probably get some dinner, and there's always gifts involved.
Yeah. I saw you got one early.
I did. I got a Saquon Barkley jersey. The
That's
white one.
cool.
It's crazy because I don't have a white one. I've got every color, just about, except for a white one, mainly because I probably can't keep it clean.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
And anyway, so we were playing the Giants, and they were wearing their all whites. And I was like, man, I wish I had a white jersey. She's like, she called the kids. She went to the room, and I heard her on the phone. I don't know who she was talking to, but I heard her, and she said, I'm just going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to him. And she went and grabbed it.
Oh, that's fun.
It was fun. I guess I was pretty excited.
Yeah, that's good times. We're going to do pizza on the grill tonight, which is my favorite.
Whoa.
I love it. And then we got this big box in, and James was like, do not open it. And I said, okay, but he didn't say I couldn't shake it. And so I think I know what's in there. So I'll have to report back. I'm pretty excited. I hope it is what I think it is. And if it's not, it's okay. Thank you for the gift. So anyway, all right, Adam, so let's just chat a little bit. What's been going on in your world? Y'all been busy.
It has been busy. You know, it's crazy. Karen and I were talking about it the other day. We're like, we're so busy that when somebody asks us, what do y'all even do? We're like, everything, like a lot, right? But we can't name one specific thing,
right?
So it almost seems like we don't do anything, but we're all over the place.
You know, y'all are. I see y'all everywhere. Did you think when y'all started this that you would do all of this?
Yes.
Yes and no?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I didn't think, I knew we'd be busy, but I didn't know it'd be just, and it's cool in a sense, like, it's fun stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So we just kind of have to, plan everything out. And I won't say that it's overwhelming because it's not. It's just we got to try to do a lot, and we have a lot of big plans for a lot of.
I'm sure you have to be very organized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's a little bit of not an issue. I bet you're getting better at it. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Because it's not that I'm unorganized. It's just I have my desk looks chaotic sometimes.
Yeah.
It's an organized mess.
Yeah.
And
sometimes you like to wait till the last minute. That's creativity, man.
That's work.
Well, that's cool. That's exciting. Okay, so I want you to talk about something that you guys have been working on.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, we've changed our old logo to a new logo.
Yeah.
And there it is. It's on the screen.
Yeah, I have it on screen.
Yeah. So the reason why we've done that is a few things. One, our maroon has changed to a new maroon. Another is because the scalability. So if you get this logo and you scale it down small enough to put like on a business card, if the logo is not big enough, you can't really read that it says HerdU S3Ep2.
Right.
So what we've done is we've, of course, changed the maroon to the actual maroon that we've adopted. And that happened a couple years ago. I think when we did the new turf on the field, we actually got it matched to a Pantone color, and we just said, this is going to be our maroon from here on out. Love it. So we did change that. And then also we removed where it says HerdU S3 inside the logo, embedded in the logo, and now it's outside of it.
Right.
So you can put it underneath, just kind of like it looks like on the main logo, or you can put it to the side like we would use it as a secondary logo.
Yeah.
And then it just looks cleaner.
It does.
The font is a font that you don't have to go buy or purchase.
Perfect.
So we've kind of made it to where it's just cleaner, more modern, and it works. It works on anything that we want.
Yeah, I love it. So what's going to be the parameters for this? So like, not rules, but like if let's say I decide to create something for curriculum and instruction, do I need to try to adhere to this as much as possible? Like what is your goals with this?
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to protect our brand and not really protect it, but keep it consistent. And the reason for that is when we go out there, it's kind of like Nike, right? When you see Nike, it's pretty consistent all the way through. The only time you see a change is when they change colors, when they're putting it versus, black versus white as opposed to any other color. But yes, we're trying to stick pretty close to this. And that's why our main focus point is the H. We wanted to keep that because that's something that we want to, when they see this, we want them to think Hereford ISD.
Right.
And now the font or the word mark can go to either side. So you have the option to put it underneath, on top, to the side. So pretty close to what you see here.
Yeah, no, that is amazing. And then you guys are, when are you rolling that out officially this week or?
It'll probably be next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the board meeting?
We'll make all the changes. Actually, we've took it to the board.
Oh, okay.
And we presented that to them. So that's already.
I fear I was not at that board meeting.
You were not.
So that's my bad.
No, and it's okay. I mean, we made that small change and they were okay with it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I think we've needed it for a long time, to be honest with you. So.
And we've had that logo for about 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's a little under 10 years. But usually that's when you either revamp it or any other company would change.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a big change. That was the good thing. We just removed the word mark from inside the logo and put it to the side.
Super cool.
And we changed the font.
Yeah, of course.
If you look at the old one, it kind of looked athletic-ish. And so we decided we just kind of wanted a cleaner, more modern.
And I like it because you can read it.
Yes.
That's been a big thing that we've talked a lot about is the font readable. It's cute and it looks neat, but like as a mom, when I come home at 8:00, let's be real, when I come home at 4:30 and I'm tired, can I read what that font says? And so that's kind of been a big deal that we've kind of tried to focus on with that to make sure it's you can read it and all readers can read it, not just people who are struggling with the reading of it. So
we have this style guide, and we'll push that out. But we're also building a branding guide. So it's going to talk about, hey, this is what you can use it for. Don't do this. Do this.
Okay.
So we don't want you to stretch it, right?
Yeah.
Grab it and stretch it, make it to where it's proportionized. And we also don't want you to change the color to pink or whatever. You know what I mean?
October. We're supposed to wear pink. I'm just kidding.
You can put pink accents. But don't change the logo. So things of that sort.
Yeah.
It'll be more detailed branding there.
Awesome. Okay. And so, sorry, we didn't talking about this either, but can you talk a little bit about the media students who are coming? How is that going? I know that's a first for our district. So how's that going?
So that's been pretty fun. When we initially rolled it out, we had about 28 kids sign up for it or show interest. And then we've had about 15 actually show up to meetings, and now it's kind of died down to where they noticed it's a little bit of work. It's work.
It's not just you're going to go take a photo.
Well, and they're busy with the stuff that they do. So we've got about 11 of them that kind of show up and come and do work. Some of you guys, if you go to sporting events or any of that sort, you'll see them out there. They're wearing their black HISD TV shirt that says Student Media Team on the back.
That's cool.
But it's been good. They're getting better right now. We're showing them like the ropes on photography and videography, but they've had a couple of projects where they've done themselves.
One of those classes, I'll come hang out. I'm just kidding.
No, they're doing amazing, and man, they're loving it. We had a few of them go with us to football the other day, and they're having a whole bunch of fun. Plus, some of the work that they're doing, just an improvement from week one.
Oh, I imagine.
And all these, like every single one of them had not. Actually, there's exception of 2. They've held the camera before, but haven't really done a whole lot of editing. Yeah. And just to see the difference between, week one.
That's awesome.
And where we're at.
I'm excited that we offer that. I think that could go a long ways in multiple fields. It's not just athletics, but everyone needs someone to take marketing photos or write up articles or whatever.
And so we're getting them where they're doing a lot of stuff at high school where we want them to. There's an Instagram account that high school has, and we want them to kind of just create content. Not necessarily just sports, but anything related to high school. So
very cool. Can't wait to see that grow. Y'all are doing an amazing job with that.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, awesome. So we've just been busy in the technology curriculum world, just everything. It's crazy the amount of stuff that's happening. But I think things are going well. Not think, I know they are. And it's just, we're almost we're finished with the first 6 weeks. We're almost done with the second, or not almost, like into that third 6 weeks or whatever of the second 6 weeks. And it's just rocking and rolling, you know, and just learning new things all the time. So it's a lot of fun to be on the other end of this and just kind of see what's going on with that. So
That's great.
Okay, so I have a hot topic today that I want to talk to you about, only because I heard this commercial on KPAN the other day. So let's dive into hot topic. Okay, so I've noticed there's a big shortage in refs. And, you know, James used to ref basketball and until Tatum got into high school, and then that kind of took over a lot of stuff. So I understand what refs go through. I have yelled at refs before, right? So that commercial cracks me up on KPAN where it's like, you think you know the plays? You love the sport? You think you can do better than the coach? And at first I was like, where is this going? Like, and then it was like, refs are needed all over. So that's interesting to me. What is your take on that? Like, you know, I've seen Israel Silva. Is he the junior? I don't know what it is.
He is junior.
I don't know what the thing is, but he was on, there was a News Channel 10 thing that he did the other day where he was talking about the refs and how it's going to start getting dangerous because there's only 3 refs at a football game. Or once we get into playoffs, you've got basketball, football happening. There's not going to be any refs to ref these games, so you might have to play on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on all that?
I mean, first of all, we shouldn't be killing the refs, right? We do.
I said I'm sorry.
Because I've done it myself, but especially when I'm watching, even in the pros, it's kind of like, but truth of the matter is that's why we don't have refs.
Yeah.
It's because they're
awful.
They're getting this abuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're abusing them to the point where they don't want to come back and do refs. And a lot of them,
right.
This is their retirement job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they're looking to do this outside of just regular work. So they're like, I don't need this,
mm-hmm.
right? And so we don't get those refs. So what we're having to do, or what they're having to do, is hire younger refs that really don't know the game.
Yeah.
And they're throwing them in there. And guess what we're doing? We're yelling
at them because they're idiots.
Right.
They don't know.
So where does the cycle end?
Yeah.
We can't. It won't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just going to be a problem. And until we can kind of control. And the good thing about UIL, Texas UIL, I can't speak for any of the other ones, but is they've implemented that they're not tolerating anything.
No.
Now the refs can throw you out.
Yeah,
They
you're
don't
done.
have to come to the admin and say, hey, this guy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's they can throw you out.
Okay, so there's a particular ref that I'm thinking of, and you probably know who I'm thinking about. I'm curious to see what he does this year because Homeboy would do that anyway.
Yeah.
I'm curious if like everyone's going to be knocked out.
Well, he's super
Especially in boys basketball because it gets aggressive.
He's super overworked. I've seen him in Perryton and I've seen him at a few football games because he does a little bit of football.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he does a little bit of volleyball too. But.
Yeah, and I hadn't seen him in volleyball. But I don't know. I'm curious too to see kind of how he goes.
We should start a bet, see how many people he kicks out when we go stream these games. Because I know it's not just Herbert. Like everyone's yelling at him.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's everywhere.
Well, James got a text asking. Well, they said, Stober, do you want to come out of retirement? And he was like, I don't know. So we've had serious talks about it. But then I heard that commercial and I was like, babe, you might want to consider going back. So
well, and they might get it to where, hey, we'll pay a little bit more for you guys. And they might have already done that.
Well, and they do, and they pay for all your travel and expenses and stuff. But at the same point, it's really hard. It's really hard to, I don't know, because there's some schools that are really, really bad. Mm-hmm. And nobody wants to go there.
Yeah, so. And so they'll take on the bigger games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about probably 3A to 6A.
Yeah.
So do we have 6A around here anymore?
No, but down south you do. You can do that in like the Dallas area.
In our area, I guess it'd be 5A, but they'll tend to do those games. And so now you're struggling to get, because 6-man's still a game. You know what I mean? Or, and then in basketball,
Yeah.
We still have the smaller schools that we got to take care
Yeah.
of.
It's crazy. I would never volunteer. I'm just telling you right now. I'd cry. The minute someone yelled at me, well, I could go one or two ways.
Yeah.
My earrings could come out and I could get ghetto, or I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
And so I've tried to repress the ghetto-ness. So it's probably going to be the crying option. But yeah, it's just crazy what some of these guys have to go through. So
I think I'd be okay. I think I would be.
yeah, because you're pretty neutral.
Yeah, I'd let it roll off.
And you'd probably laugh.
Yeah,
But no.
at some point it'd be too much.
Yeah, as long as they didn't like attack you. But I don't know. I heard that commercial and it made me laugh. I'm like, yep, times are hard, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was a hot topic. So if anybody wants to volunteer, well, they'll take you. Like, I mean, you only work till 4:30. So what's
True.
another 2 hours after, right? I'm just kidding. Only do it if your heart desires.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Adam, this is not it. Whoa, what just happened?
Change doctors. Man.
Sorry, I got nervous. I thought I was going to have to go ref or something. So this is not an instructional strategy, but I do know that fall Halloween is happening.
Mhm.
And so I wanted to show something I thought was a lot of fun. So let's see what this is all about. Okay, so we have talked about Adobe Express before. This is a free tool that you guys have for students and for staff. How do they log in? Just their school email
Yeah. So, well,
with Google?
not necessarily. They will log in through Google, but we have to authenticate first. So we have to put them in the console first.
Okay, so if this is something that you want to utilize, reach out to me and we can get you in the console for this. But Adobe Express, and there's a debate. Well, Canva does the same thing. Yeah, you're right. But we're kind of Adobe fans over here too.
Mhm.
And so I wanted to show you guys something. So these are all the ideas that you can use Adobe Express for. They always have a monthly creative challenge, which is super cool. So this one looks like design a book bento box. Like, how fun is that for your ELAR project? Instead of writing a book report or doing something basic like that, creating, like, picking a character and putting all their traits inside, like that would be just really cool. But that is, like I said, they always have a monthly one of those. They also have the image creator, which is really, really good. And that's the one that we're going to talk about today. But you can create a poster, a video, brainstorm ideas. They have guided activities. I really like this animate a character. This one was really fun. We did this actually at TCEA, where we got to pick one of these characters and create a story from it, which is amazing. Probably wouldn't use build a web page, but whatever. They have presentation activities, drawings, which is fantastic, infographics. So there's just so many things that you could do with that. So we're going to talk about this one today. Back when I was in the classroom, I really did not like Halloween. It's something we've talked about. But I understand people wanted to still do pumpkins and haunted houses and stuff like that, right? So we always did an activity because, like I said, I was fourth grade. We had to get writing in, where we would do an activity where they would design a haunted house, if you will, and it could be as scary as they wanted. Obviously nothing like graphic, but they would design it and then write an article about it to try to sell the house. I'm like, you've inherited this house, okay? Because so they try to but I don't tell them that they're inheriting it. Like, we just design it, and they're like, Miss Stowe, you didn't tell me it was gonna be my house. I was like, yeah, I forgot that part.
Yeah.
See how detail isn't. Anyway, okay, so this little generator is really, really cool. So I have some different prompts up here for us to think about. I think prompt engineering is a big skill that our students are going to need. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of times people are like, I can't get my image to be what I want. Well, it's because you're not being detailed. And so this is something that I would talk about with my students, do you want it a cartoon style? Because you have to say that. Victorian, do you want it a cottage? Do you want it to be futuristic? Like, those are all words, great lexicon, like for our lexicon, but we have to give them an opportunity to use that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. If I just said a haunted house, okay, well, that could be interpreted anyway. And so there's some also different, what kind of mood do you want it? Do you want it magical? Do you want it spooky? Do you want it eerie? Do you want it foggy? Just think about the adverbs, the adjectives, all of that kind of stuff. So we're just going to take one. I'm going to do, I want to do this one. I'm just going to copy it and put that in there and show you guys what it will do for you. So obviously this is a writing activity. We would spend a day talking about this, getting it the prompt the way that we want. And then I would generate it in here. And so the cool thing about AI is that it doesn't take long for this to happen. So this is, probably like 20 seconds for this to happen for us. So as it's generating, the kids get real excited. Like, what is it going to create? Is this what I had hoped for? Is this, what I'm looking for? And so that is what it created. I could not design that on my own, right? So now, after they have this, you could do multiple things with this. The student could actually write the ad for this. You could play a game where students had to pick the houses and they wrote about that house. There's just a lot of different things. Yeah. You could take their prompt and plug it in and see if it matches what their idea is and go back and rewrite it. So there's a lot of really great ways for us to use this. So from here, what I would do is I would download this. So obviously my student would have this. I would download this. You could also add labels to the outside of this to like great lighting. People want great lighting in a secluded neighborhood. It doesn't look like there's anybody next to it. Give you shock. This is a shocking house. I don't know. There's a lot of things that you could say about this. You could do it actually within this program, or you could save this and pull it out and put it in like a Google Doc or a Google Slide and have a whole thing like that. So Adobe Express, I think it's very underused, but I think it's very powerful of what we could utilize for that. So Adam, what do you think about that instructional side of that?
Oh, I love it. Especially because I'm on the graphic side of it,
yeah,
the media side of it. But I can see where they can, like you were saying, there's tons of ways you can use that. And now it became so much easier, so much faster.
Absolutely.
And then you don't have to go online, look for, yeah, no, I'm
so I saw one activity where they put a cover on a book and they were reading the book and they're talking about I can't remember what the actual teak was that they were using, but they were like, that doesn't match the cover. That doesn't match the cover. And then the teacher used Adobe Express and had them design a cover that matched what the book was about. And that was so cool because everyone's was different, because that's what the whole purpose is with AI. No one's going to be the same, but it represented what the book was about. Really cool.
Yeah.
Or you could use it for something like a get to know you deal, like where you did a pumpkin patch and you have to, according to the graph that you have, you can add those pumpkins according to, like, if you have siblings, your pumpkin can have square eyes versus triangle eyes. There's a lot of things that this AI can do on that it would take us forever to do.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I just wanted to show you guys that. I thought that was something cool that you'll like. I will also drop in our email when we send this a link to some other fall Halloween ideas through TCEA that you guys could use. There's breakout rooms. There's other activities like this if they wanted to use Adobe Express, stuff like that. So, because sometimes Halloween comes and it's on a Friday this year.
Oh. Yeah.
We're going to have some stuff to do on that day. That's a little bit different than what we normally do. But of course, always tied to teaks. Yes. So anyway. Okay. Well, Adam, that's all I have. But, I always love to end this way. What are you loving?
Oh, man, just this time of year. First of all, this week is birthday week, right?
Birthday.
Not that we're celebrating.
I should have brought the goose, and we could have had him as our guest because he was pretty decked out.
What's the goose's name? Have you named it?
I've named it.
Okay.
But so yeah, yes.
Perfect.
I think it's HerdU S3Ep2 or something like that. That's what his name tag says.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
He's safe and secure.
So yeah, and then the season's changing. I'm a color guy, so when you start seeing the change, Anastasia showed me a picture the other day of the way the trees start changing. Man, it's just
so pretty.
Yeah, just great time of year.
Yeah.
Other than the spooky stuff that goes on. Not
I
a big
agree.
fan, but
No, me either. So I am loving just time with family. I've got to go watch Kyler play golf, got to watch Tatum, hang out with James, which has been fun. And so it's just not that it's slowing down, but we're able to be together a little bit more because summer is insane for him. And so it's always like, hey, see you in the morning, love you, right? So just to be able to have time like that. Like I was able to go to Denver with him.
Mhm.
So I love that time. It's just precious to me.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
anyway,
Anytime you got family time is
it's the best time.
no,
Never take it for granted. That's for sure.
no.
Yeah. So
We learn that. Anyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say about that? Just kidding.
No, I mean it's cool. And you guys will get into a season where Anastasia and I are at.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to go and just do things together. So and that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. But it's fun. It's really fun.
I think I was because Kyler's never home like ever. He's always at the golf course. Like last night because he's working for a trip with student council. So he works a concession stand. He got home, he ate cereal, and he said, I'm going to go chip and putt. And I was like, it's freaking 9:05. And he's like, yeah, but all my buddies are out there because they have lights out there.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, be home by 10.
Yeah.
But like he's never home. So it's kind of like we're experiencing it now a little bit. But I'm like, he's preparing us for what it's going to be like. And I'm not complaining. I don't know. You hear a lot of things sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We've worked really hard in our marriage to be able to get to a point where we don't hate each other like some people do. You know what I mean? Like you have to learn who are we outside of the kids and outside of that. And so we've worked really hard the last couple of years on that to figure that out. So that went a strange turn, but y'all are welcome for that. That's free advice for you right
free
there.
99.
Free 99. So, all right, guys. Well, that's all we have for you. So we hope October has been an amazing month for you, and we will see you guys later. Bye, guys.